Okay, welcome to the Excel mock exam. So the first instruction in task 1 is to insert the details above into a spreadsheet. Widen the columns so that the data is clearly displayed. So we double click between A and B, make sure the arrows appear. It goes from one little arrow to two, double click, and it automatically widens the columns below. Use a formula to read the date from the computer clock. So that is equals today, T-O-D-A-Y, open bracket, close bracket, and enter. And automatically puts in the date from the clock on the computer. Calculate the income earned, okay, as the quantity sold multiplied by the price per item. So, equals quantity sold multiplied by price per item, enter. Click on it, use Mickey the dot to send it down. Okay, I double clicked on Mickey the dot there, and you can see hashtags in the area here. We just double click between F and G to widen it. That's all that means, just not big enough. Use a suitable function to total the income earned column and display beside the total heading. So we just have to add up all of these guys and put the answer here. So equals sum is what we're looking for here. Highlight, close bracket, enter. And then use a suitable function to calculate the average and put it in the average heading. Okay, equals AVE or AGE, open bracket, highlight the list, enter. Same for max, MAX, open the bracket, highlight, enter. For min, equals min, open bracket, highlight, enter. Insert your name beside the name heading. Okay, Julianne. Name the worksheet sales income. So where do we do that? For some reason I can't see the bottom of my workbook. There it is. So double click, and we're calling it sales income. Save the spreadsheet as mock exam 2015. Ensure you resave the spreadsheet after you complete each task. File, save as, mock exam 2015. I'll put it on my desktop. Save. Okay, if you got that far, you got 18 marks. Okay, so that's task 1 done, 18 marks. So task 2 for 15 marks. We have to make a copy of the sheet sales income and change the name to sales bonus. So we'll copy the sheet, right click, move or copy, tick, create a copy, make sure sales income is highlighted and say OK. Now we're going to call this something else. So you can right click, rename, sales bonus. OK. Delete the record Carol from the list and insert a new record in its place. Okay, and we have Anne's details. So we have to make the changes only to the sales bonus sheet, make sure we're not on the sales income, make sure we're still on sales bonus, so we have to delete Carol. I literally click on 10 beside Carol's name and it highlights the whole row. Right click, press delete. Then we insert a new, and it's Anne. She sells jumpers. That's category A. She has sold 70. And the price per item is 35. And the income earned is that, so sorry, I typed that in wrong. Should be 38. That should be 75. Okay, so we need to make sure that the total changed here and that the total changed here, and it has. Now you can double check that by clicking on your sales income here. So it's 19,250 there, and it's 19,650 here. So that's different. So we have deleted something and we have added something. Ensure the income earned for Anne is calculated. Sort the records in ascending order of salesperson column. So remember, when we're sorting, we highlight the titles and all of the data. We go to data, sort, and we're saying sort by salesperson. And it has to be in ascending order. So I assume that means A to Z. So let's just go with A to Z. So we should have Anne at the top if we've done it right. Yes, we have. So the title stays the same and Anne jumped up to the top there. Create a column chart displaying the income earned for each salesperson. So we have to make a column chart, and it says displaying income earned. Press Control, holding Control down, highlight salesperson and all of the people. Remember to highlight the titles as well as the names. The title as well as the names. You're holding Control down all the time because you're highlighting two different columns which are not beside each other. Now you can let go of Control. Go to the Insert tab. It says to do a column chart, but the first one, the one we're used to using. Okay, so this chart should have a title, Sales Income by Employee. This is the title, so we can click on it and click on it again, and then allows us to change it. So it says Sales Income. What does it say? By employee. Okay, what else do we have to do? The horizontal and vertical axis should be given suitable labels. Okay, so let's go to our layout tab. Now, if this isn't here, sometimes people click off their chart and it disappears. So just click back on your chart and it reappears. So it's the green area here. Go to layout and do your axis titles. So our horizontal one is the one on the bottom. And this one I'm going to say employees. Enter. And this one is our vertical. Axis title, vertical. And I'll just do this one. And I'll say income. INCOME. You can just type it and it automatically changes after you press enter. Or you can click on it and start typing. Okay. So that is move the chart to a new sheet and call the sheet sales chart. So we simply click on the chart again. See the difference between the chart when you've clicked on it and not clicked on it. So if you click off it, it doesn't have a thick border on it and there are no numbers highlighted. If you click on it, there is a border and the numbers have been highlighted to show what you are charting. So we actually have clicked on this chart, so we know that because the border is on it. So if you right click, you can say cut, disappears. Go to sheet 2, right click and say paste. I choose the first one, that's fine. And rename the sheet as, hang on a second, chart. Okay, so that is task 2 for 15 marks completed. So I've just reread the paper. It should have said sales chart, not chart. So just to be exact, let's do that. Make sure we get all the points we can get. So task 3 is a lookup and if formulas. It's worth 6 marks. So it says add a lookup table below the sales bonus sheet as shown. So we're going to go to our sales bonus sheet and add a lookup table here. I'm going to call it lookup table. And I have to put in category, target, category A, B, C, and D. And then I'm going to do the target, which is going to be 10, 20, 50, and 80. There we are. Okay. So I'm just going to put a border around it because in the paper it has a border. So highlight it, go to your borders bit, click on the one that looks like a window, and I'm just going to be fancy and bold my titles. So they're also center aligned on the paper. Okay, add lookup table below to the sales bonus sheet. Add 4 new column headings to the right of income earned as shown. So we have to do sales target, target met, bonus, and bonus amount. Okay, let's go. Use a lookup formula in the sales target column. So in this column, we have to do the lookup to read the target amount from the lookup given. Okay, so we want to make sure the lookup is going to display the target amount here, and I assume we are going to pull from this category here because A equals 10, B equals, and C and D. So let's go. Equals Vlookup, tab to complete it. Lookup value, what are we looking up? We are looking up, what does it say? To read the target amount. I don't know. So we've put in our 4 new titles in our columns, and we now have to do the VLOOKUP. So the question is, use a lookup formula in the sales target column to read the target amount from the lookup table given. So use a lookup formula in the sales target column. So here we're doing a VLOOKUP. Oh yeah, well, be a H lookup, wouldn't it? To read the target amount. Just a second. Okay, so we have put in our 4 new titles, and now we have to do a lookup. So the question is, use a lookup formula in the sales target column, this one, to read the target amount from the lookup table given. So this sales target has to read the target amount here in this lookup table. So we'll say equals look up, open bracket, highlight your only A, B, C, D and the equivalent values for A, B, C, D or below it. And remember to lock in those cells because we can copy them down, and then enter. What's wrong with it? Lookup value. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna say